Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
now let me share the screen. So we'll continue with the relational algebra. Okay, where is that? So in the relational algebra, in the last class, we saw about the three operations we were studying about. Let me just give a brief summary. So we were studying about the unary relational operation, and where we had the select operation. Select, it works for the tuples and works on the tuples, and it uses what? It uses a like sigma operation. So if we want to select any number of rows, then we have to go for this. This one, select operation. Yeah, in the last class also I told you that I'll be giving you assignment that you need to solve, but I didn't because I want to complete this chapter and then only I'll discuss the questions because there are lots more operations are there. That is why I didn't give it. Okay. Next, we went for the retrieval. So anything which we need to retrieve is we need to use the project operation, which is represented by pi symbol, and the pi project operation is always works on the attributes. Okay, that is the columns. Next, we have the rename operation, which is represented by the symbol row, and then we move to the characteristics and everything. So later we studied the relational algebra operation from the set theory, where we studied the union. So we union will join both the tables, but it will not take the we should have the common number of attributes also, and it will not consider the duplicate. It will eliminate the duplicate one. Okay. Next we have intersection, that is we have the common of two tables, it will display the result in that way. And then set difference. So set difference, whatever table, suppose result 1 minus result 2, so that is present in R1 but not in R2. So that things will display in uh, I'm sorry, minus operation. So we are last with the, so we will first discuss the properties. I think that we didn't discuss. So here also union and intersection are commutative operation. So commutative means like we have in set theory, like R union S equal to S union R. That means anyway you union the two things, two tables, so it will display the same result, and same is goes for the intersection also. That is we have two tables and we take the intersection, just this example. Okay, anything we do like student intersection instructor, so this was the result, right? Susan Yao and Ramesh Shah. So even if we take the like reverse of it, like instructor intersection student, then also we'll find the common same only. That is why we say it is commutative. Next, also both union and intersection are associative operation. Okay, so if you have three relations like R union, S union T, and this one also will be equal to the R union S union T, and R intersection, for intersection also similar way, in a similar way these both things are associative too. But always remember, the minus, the set difference is not commutative, neither associative. That is, if we minus student minus instructor, we get the output something different, because that means that all the tuples that are present in student but not in instructor should be displayed here. And but what does this means? All the tuples that are here in instructor but not in student will be displayed. Okay, so that is why it is neither commutative nor associative. Clear till this point? Okay, just let me explain one more time. This student, you see what are the values are there, okay? And instructor. So if you minus it, like we know the common is a Susan and Ramesh is a common. We have done the instruction. So like you will minus this one only, and all other values, that is whether it's Johnny, Barbara, Amy, Jimmy, Ernest, will be displayed here. Okay, but other values like John, Ricardo, Francis will not be displayed. That means in minus set difference we get whatever result is, suppose this is A, this is B. Okay, so the resultant will be the whatever things is present in A but not in B. So we are displaying here the details of data of that is present in student but not in instructor. Similarly, in the second one, we are like minus, so all the things that was present in instructor will be there but not in A. So we get this one. See, John, Ricardo and Francis are not there in A. Obviously, the common one will get cancelled. So that is why this is the like in minus operator, set difference. Are you clear? Anyone not clear till this point? Students, please reply. Are you clear or not?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Clear, ma'am.
Okay.
Clear, ma'am.
So in this way, we can also.
Clear, ma'am.
Okay. So this student union instructor is obviously we will know it will be commutative. Either you do it this way, like if you like take the union of instructor, union student also, then also you will get this result only. Similarly, if you go for intersection, instructor intersection student, then also you will get the same, common will be same only. That is why we say that student like union and intersection are both commutative and associative, but you have just checked that set difference is neither commutative nor difference. The result will be different this time. Okay. So it is not equal. R minus S not equal to S minus R. Now we come to the Cartesian product or the cross product. So here what we do, we like it's a resultant, okay, R3. So we use the symbol cross. Okay. So here see, I'll tell you this meaning. This is the employable Cartesian product you are doing with department, and this arrow means you are renaming this relation into the new employee. Okay, you are renaming it. Okay, so this table, and degree of R3 equal to degree of R1 plus R2. You can take an example of this Cartesian product. I think everyone studied maths in your this one, near class 12, 10 plus 2. So there we studied about the matrices. So matrices multiplication, how we do in this matrices multiplication, same way Cartesian should be done. If you forgot also, just check how we do in matrices. These are the two tables. So employee table, department table. It has values 101, Ritu, Das and 30,000 salary, 102. You just wait, huh? People are waiting in the lobby. Let me admit. Okay. See, next 102, Pranjal Sekia 26,000 and department ID is 10, statistics 20, accounts. So if we go for matrix multiplication, what we did is first row we need to multiply it both the columns of this one, right? So it will be 101 Ritu Das 30,000 10 statistics. Again 101 Ritu Das 30,000 department ID 20 accounts. In this way, we get the Cartesian. Next, we'll go for this 102 Pranjal Soikia 26,000 10 statistics. Again, 102 Pranjal Soikia 26,000 20 accounts. And we are renaming this table because when we do Cartesian product or cross product, we get a new relation. So that is renamed as the new employee. Till this point, any confusion? Please remember, recall your, this is normal mathematics. Matrices, I think chapter 3 in class 12, we got matrices. I still remember, then you people can remember, right? Those who have studied CBSE, matrices was there, right? For everyone.
Yes,
Not clear? Anyone
Yes,
like
ma'am.
this?
Matrices and determinants.
Yeah. Anyone not clear? This one?
Hmm.
Girls, are you clear about this part? How are we getting this 4 rows from this 2? See, we need to, I think you just remember this 101, we need to multiply it with both the rows here. So that way it increases. Please, if you don't understand, just stop me, okay? I'll explain it to you once more. Should I do that? See how we are multiplying. First row of the table is multiplied here, this side. Okay, 10 statistics again, 101 Ritu. So this will come 2 times. 2 to the power n times, always remember. Next. So we are moving to the binary relation. So binary relation is very important. Why will be studying about something known as joins. See, when we like till this point we have not studied the joining part. Like if we need to work with joining of two tables. Suppose we when we were discussing in the what tables, like in the diagram, we had different schemas, right? Okay, employee table was there, department table was there, project tables were there, and we were joining using some kind of relation was there, right? Suppose we have a student table and have a course, so student enrolls in a course. So that is why that relationship in practical, how we do it in SQL, how do we do it, right? I told you ER model is basically a conceptual, but we can implement is in the relational model. So we need to go for this join, and this join symbol is represented as this one, this symbol. Okay, so is there as an important question operation for any relational database is the join operation. And believe me, joining table question you can expect, like this relational like table, right? When if you go for sit for any interviews also, they will ask you about joins. Okay, like joining, normalization, these are the common questions from RDBMS. Okay, so because it enables us to combine related tuples from two relation tables. So you can just combine two tuples, that is, related tuples, that means rows from two different tables. So this is the symbol. So R3 is the name given to the table after we join this operation R1, R2, and the degree of the resulting relation will be degree of R1 plus degree of 2, then plus is the addition of it. So there are various kinds of joins are there. Okay, so today we'll study just few only. So first one is really the simple one, the equijoin. Equijoin is also known as the inner join, so which only joins based on this symbol equal to some symbol. So that is why it is called the equijoin. Okay, so in this case we have one or more pairs of attributes that have identical values in every tuple. Let me show you an example here. Suppose we go for this equijoin table. Two tables are there, A, B. So these are the two attributes are there, A, B in table 1 and C, D in table 2. Now we have this condition, B and D should be equal. Okay, so this condition is there. So for joining this table relation is R and this is S. For joining this one, we have the B equal to D should be there. But we find that only in the second row we find that B is equal to D. That is why that row is column like joined. Other this one like 3, 4 and 6, 8 are not like here it's different, right? 4 and 7 not equal. Again 4 and 8 not equal. 7, 7 equal, that is why we are writing it. And 7, 8 equal, that is why sorry, it's not equal. So only there will be one row, and we are renaming that relation as Q. So this relation is the Q. Okay, this is known as equijoin. That is, two tuples must be same in both the tables. Then only we can go for the equijoin. Here is an example too. Okay, you can see here we have the relation student and course. In student we have 3 values, and here three rows, and here we have 2 rows. So here what we'll do, we will go for the combination where like here course name, like student dot course number is equal to course dot course number. We are basing on this condition. Okay, based on this condition, if we do it like 100 Ankita CSE computer science. Again next it will be 200 Ronnie IT. Then IT is here, IT information technology. 300 Kalpana IT information technology. So we are renaming that relation to Q. So wherever it will be equal, it matches, like based on the matching condition only we will add, it will add to the new schema. Who have not understood? Please, no confusion here. Yes, students? No confusion.
No, ma'am.
Sure. Okay.
Ma'am, can you explain it again?
Okay. See, in equijoin, we have to equal something. That is, the same value should be here. You can see here the condition is student. This is a student table, right? Student dot course number should be equal to this course dot course number. That means both values should match for the rows, because joining we are going for like combining the rows, right? So here you see CSE match, right? IT match, next IT match. So only that information will come. Okay. So see, 100 Ankita CSE is there, computer science. 200 Ronnie IT is there, IT information technology. Here is also IT, so IT this one. So that is why it is joining. Okay, if some other department maybe ECE was there, but it is not mentioned here, so it won't come here. That's the thing. Let me give an example from here also. See, here also you see it's a department table and it's the employee table. Two tables have been joined based on what the SSN, manager SSN and SSN. So wherever the values will be same, okay, for then only we can go for equijoin. These values are same, right? 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, same thing. Wherever the values will be matched, we go for the equijoin. So it is written, see, the values of the attributes manager SSN and SSN are identical in every tuple of manager, department manager, because of the equality join condition. So since it is equal, then only we can join this attribute, join these tuples. If it was not equal, we cannot do that. Clear? Please reply if you are clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Please reply. See, now, but the equijoin had one disadvantage. When we go for this equijoin, two columns we are getting same thing, right? Same thing is here, course, and it gets repeated. So to avoid that, to avoid two identical columns, we go for the natural join. So natural join is represented using this symbol, okay? That is into symbol or asterisk symbol, whatever you say, and it is renamed as R3. So here in R3, only one of the duplicate values from the list are kept. One of them will be kept and other will be removed. So here, if you see student and course, same thing, but you are not finding the in student course number is basically it was not required, right? Same thing, but only the duplicate value is removed. Is it clear? Natural join.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one is the theta join. Now in theta join, like other than like we went for equijoin, we use the equal to symbol, but other than this equal to symbol, for theta join we can go for any comparison operator, whether it's greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to, not equal to, anything if we want. Okay, so here you see, here this is the equijoin has condition has been used. Okay, so here two conditions are department join manager SSN equal to SSN and manager SSN greater than 30. So this kind of thing, if you see, you will understand that this is theta join. Okay, so you have an example here. See, two tables are there, relation R, relation S. So if you combine this to one, if you want to join, you are giving the condition A should be greater than C. Okay, so for the first table you see 3, 4, 2, 7 can be written, because if you just compare these two rows, you see 3 is greater than 2. Again, you go for this one, because we know we are joining in a Cartesian product only, or we are doing, right? So ultimately like this. So if we go for 3, 4, 6, 8, so you will find, now compare 3 with 6. You find that 6 is greater. Okay, so we will not display it. Again, next is 5, 7, 2, 7. So 5 is greater. So A is greater, that means, so we can write that. Again, check the next condition, like next value what we'll get, 5, 7, 6, 8. So we find that again 6 is greater than 5. So we can't go for this one. So these are the conditions. These are the two tuples, two tuples that satisfied this join condition. So this is the theta join. Please check if you have any confusion. Clear? Yes, students.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Clear? Others? Let me ask the girls. Girls, are you clear? Any point you are not clear? See, equijoin and theta join, same thing, but in theta join we cannot use the equal to symbol. Other than equal to symbol, we can use any comparison operator. Okay, and we will join those tuples that matches the condition. Similarly, in equijoin also, what match the condition, we used it. Okay, we like displayed it in the new schema or new table. Okay, and what was natural join? Natural join was same as the equijoin only, but here the duplicate rows gets removed. Only one stays. And in theta join, we can use anything except the any comparison operator except the equal to symbol. And that relation will a new relation will be formed. What when they satisfy the particular condition. Am I clear? Can I move to the next topic? Division. Yes.
Yes,
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 ma'am.
Okay. So last one is the here in the binary operations we have the division operator. So in division, so here it's like we use the same symbol as in mathematics. So it's useful for special kind of query that sometimes occur in database. So we generally don't go for this division, but sometimes required. So in case of division operation, for a tuple T to appear in the result T of the division, the values in T must appear in R and S in combination. That means both the values should be common to both the tables. Then only we can find. So you can think this is R and this is S. So if we want to get a relation like R divided by S, so we need to find that is common, the values that is common to both. Okay, so you find A1 is here, A1 is here, A2 is here, A2 is here, A3 is A3. And you find that one is, what will be B? It will be B1 will come here because all the three things are here. Again, A4 is not here, A1, okay, A1, A3, A2. Okay, A1, A3, A2. So A1 and A3 contains B2, but A2 contains B3. So obviously it won't come because all the three needs to be satisfied, right? So you will find last one, A1, A2, A3, B4 is there for both these things. So we'll get this. That is common. So we'll find that B1 and B4 is the tuple. If we go for division, the common one. Please reply. Just check.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
hello?
Yeah, computer.
Ma'am, মই একো বুজি পোৱা নাই।
Yeah. কোনটো
একো
part?
বুজি পোৱা নাই মেম।
এইটো মানে কোনটো part?
একো বুজি পোৱা নাই এইটো ডিভিজন।
Division to বুজি পোৱা নাই?
ডিভিজন।
আচ্ছা. What is division you
ডিভিজনটো
see?
জাষ্ট বুজি পোৱা।
Okay. Let's go. In division, we have two tables, okay? So here we should make sure that whatever both the things needs to be common. The tuple, let me tell, like you give an example. Here we need to find B. Okay, in the new table we need to find the B. So you need to find that is common in both the cases. In division, you need to find both the cases. A1, A2, A3 is there. Here also A1, A2, A3. For this A1, A2, A3, what is in the B? It's B1. Okay, for three things, B1 is there. But for A4, B1 is there, but A4 is not here. Okay. Next we go for this A1, A3. B2 is here, but here A2 is not there. So these things needs to be common. These things need to be common. Just go back, just study. It's a special, like a special query type case. So in case of division, go to the third line. In case of division operation, for a tuple T to appear in the results T of the division, the values in T must appears in R also. Okay, must R and in combination with every tuple in S. So same combination should be followed. A1, A2, A3, this same combination should be followed in both the tables. See, here B1 will come because same combination is there. A1, A2, A3. Okay, so B1 comes. Now check for this one, B2. A1, A3, A2. This combination is not there. A2, if it would have been like A2, A1, A2, A3, and here it's like everywhere B2, then B2 would have come. We need to follow the same pattern. Same pattern should be matched everywhere. Both the tables. Now later you check A1, A2, A3. So we are getting B4. So pattern is matched, right? This pattern and this pattern match. This pattern and this pattern match. So that is why we are getting B1 here, and this is here we getting B4. But others you see A4 कोई सवाल ही नहीं है because we don't have any A4 here. Next A1 A3 pattern is not matched. A2 A3 A4 pattern is not matched. We need to match the pattern in both the relation, both the table. Then only we can get it. Safir. Confusion?
Clear, ma'am.
Clear. Confusion?
No, ma'am. Clear.
Now clear. You need to follow the pattern. That's the thing. Others? Any confusion?
Clear.
Any confusion?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's check if I go for the. No, this like this we are left with these operations with a relational operation for this sum, maximum, minimum, count, how we go for. But today I'll not discuss about it. We'll just do it for leave it for tomorrow. Okay. Then once this is done, we can go for the solving these problems we'll take questions from GATE. But this is the main part, like joins, then selection and projection, and we need to use it in combination. Then only we get the complex queries. So if you are clear, like girls, are you clear today's class? Once I'm done with this topic, I'll share the slide. I think by tomorrow I'll be done. I'll be sharing the slide. Then you just go through it. Okay. Let me take the attendance for today. And please, others, please, start solving the MySQL. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of it. Like, without installation, how will you do it? We should know like the create commands and everything. Start with there, sample pictures. So we'll be having a class tomorrow, and please, like in the net also, you can go about this joins and everything. We'll study and we'll solve. Tomorrow I'll solve this, do this aggregate, and then we'll continue. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And please, if you have any
Okay,
confusion, you
thank you.
can just tell me. Okay. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.